Hello all, happy Tuesday to you. This is Liz Hobbs. This is my video in reference to referrals and consultation. Again, this is not my office. The site supervisor is on vacation this week, and I'm leaving for Chicago tomorrow. So we had a lot of vacations scheduled here at the end of the practicum. So this is what we have for this video. I know the last time that I talked with you, I told you about the project that I was working on, and it turned out in a rack card form to be exactly what we needed for the inmates, particularly those who are getting ready to be released. So that has all the information on it for local halfway houses, transitional housing. I even discovered a few who used the phrase three-quarter house, which was interesting. But it seems that they do provide more than what a halfway house provides, and so it was a very fitting language for them. I had just never heard of a three-quarter house before. So we did a class last week with the inmates to pass this information on to them. They were happy to have it. They took copious notes, and it was good. It was good to see them excited to have some new information and some places to send letters to in helping them in this next step to end up hopefully in a place that will support them, in a place that will help them to continue on this healthy path of recovery. As far as consultation goes, I actually was able to kind of set in on some of that in these last few weeks. There's an agency in town that has psychiatrists on staff, and they are able to prescribe medication and do some other things that our agency cannot do. The interesting thing is we have members at our agency who used to be employees there of this other agency, and so I was always kind of curious how that worked when it came to helping clients, and of how that plays out. So it was good to see the professionalism on both sides, and the people who I work with just saying, hey, this client is presenting much more than what we're equipped to help with on the mental health side of this. And so they contacted the other agency in town, passed along all of the information that was needed, ensured that the client got there and got there safely, and was able to be helped. And so it was good to see that, again, to see that kind of teamwork and non-competitiveness. As someone in our office says, there's room for everyone, right? There's plenty of people that need help. There's plenty to go around. We don't have to be competitive. Let's just be sure they get to the place that's going to help them the most. And so I'm thrilled about that. I was happy to see that. I know that that's not always the case in any sort of line of work. You know, there seems to be some competitiveness, and so I was happy to see them working well and just wanting the client's best interest. The other thing I got from that was how important notes and assessments and details are in order to keep those and to do those correctly so that the client can get the help in a timely manner. I was able to set in these last couple of weeks with the site supervisor in order to go over some assessments and narratives that I had written up. I've not done a lot of that in this practicum. I've done a lot of on-site group counseling and one-on-one counseling. Most of the assessments are done at the other office, and so it was good to sit down with my site supervisor and have her go over the assessments that I had written up, the narratives that I had typed up, to just say, okay, this is where we are, this is what we want, and this is what you did well, and this is what needs improvement. And I know that as we are talking about consultation, that is so very important. Hold on, there's a really great motorcycle going by, so I'm going to let them go by. I still wanted you to be able to hear me. And so as we're talking about consultation with other agencies, I think that that's what has stuck out to me the most, is that if we do this right, we do this well, and we're thorough the first time around, it's going to ensure that not only are we providing what we need to provide for that client, but also if we are sending them on somewhere else, they're not going to need to, it'll just make that process all that much smoother and easier for the client, and that's really what we're here for. So um, I hope you all are doing well. I know that we're winding this up. It has been a pleasure to share screen time with all of you, and I know that we're all getting ready to start what comes next. And so I hope you're doing well. Blessings to you.